Hey, y'all hear me? Okay. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be a good one. We ain't been live on the main page in a minute. This is a good one. It's gonna be a good one. Yeah, we gonna get it going now. You know what I'm saying? So we I don't think we really specifically talked about this one. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's gonna
Hey,
be.
I gotta say
Do
something real
we
quick,
care?
man.
Should the pimping care? All right, God damn. Go ahead, Luke.
I don't see why a pimp should worry about whether she gets a nut off or not.
Not
I think
worry about y'all. This one thing. Let,
what you got to worry
go ahead.
about is that she's having protected sex. Period. She's
Right,
got to be safe
right.
with what she does. Because the reality is, man, we don't know what goes on behind closed doors. We really don't. I
Not that
think
we don't know. Okay,
people.
real quick, Luke. Before you finish, Luke, just real quick. I want to take 10 seconds before you finish. Let me, because I want to present it correctly. This is what I'm asking. Okay, is this whether we care or not, whatever, right? This is what I'm saying. In the same sense as GFP or doing drugs or bareback, right? Do we instruct or not to,
We instruct not
or
to.
give awareness to? You know what I'm saying? Or
Definitely.
even the best etiquette wise when it
Definitely.
comes to right? Does her busting a nut with the trick matter or not? That's what I'm saying.
No, it doesn't matter. Not to me, anyway.
Okay.
Now, I say this. Should she be having fun with the trick? No. Should she be trying to get off? No.
Right,
But there's some bitches that are fucking nymphos, man. I've had my share
right.
of them that are just naturally nymphos. And they'll get
Hell
off
yeah.
and still not be emotionally attached to the trick or think, anything other than I got a good nut off and got paid. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
prime example of that. I had a bitch. Bitch was a straight fucking nympho. Now, of course, she practiced, you know what I'm saying, safely. She did her job safely and shit like that. But I knew the bitch was a nympho. We on the road, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking the bitch sleep. I look over, this bitch is got one of the
Jacking off
fucking makeup bra makeup brush handles getting her little shit off
with you right there.
with me right there under the cut. She under the she, you know hoes always got them little travel blankets, right? You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? When they on the road and shit, they got the little hoe blanket. The bitch under the little hoe blanket. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'll turn the music down. I'm like, because I'm hearing something in between the beat. I'm like, man, what the fuck is that? I'm thinking I'm tripping. And
And
I'm
she's over
paying
there
attention.
jacking off.
I'm paying attention to the road. You know what I'm saying? And I I turn the music down. She's so into what she doing, she don't even hear me cut the music down. I look over, I snatch the cover. I'm like, bitch, what is you doing? She still don't hear me. She's so caught up in what the fuck she got going on.
Mhm.
I'm like, what the? I just threw the cover back on the bitch and kept driving. I was like, bitch, you nasty. And kept on driving. So, do I think that this was a bitch that was possibly getting a nut while she was at work? Yes. Do I think she was emotionally attached to the trick though? No.
Mhm. Yep. So what we gonna do? Fire the bitch for
Okay,
getting the
listen,
nut
y'all.
off? For the bitch getting the
Now
nut
look.
off?
Now look. Now this is the thing. Now I don't know if y'all really know anything about women. Okay, guys. Okay, but I like to say hey, I'm a ladies man. Okay, and you know uh, uh I know right
Hey,
that
right.
in order
Everybody hates Jay Rich. That's exactly what the bitch had.
in order for right, because studies and shit, right? I've seen things like where they say like a lot of women say right. It's like a woman is worried about a lot of things when she's having sex with a man, especially the one she likes, basically, like her husband or whatever, right? Whether she's being pretty or this or that. There's a whole bunch of shit running her goddamn brain. Kind of like, what's her name? Taraji P. and, no, Jada Pinkett and Baby Boy, where Tyrese came in and she's He went down and she started having flashbacks, all that shit in her head, right? Like that type of vibe.
But
So what I'm saying is, if they say, "Hold on,
no
man,
man,
dang, let me
was
finish." So
this
what they
study
say is
about
this. They say this.
prostitutes?
So what they say is this.
Because he's talking
Okay,
about
and
square
y'all
pegs.
laugh. Look, so when I finish what I'm going to say, right, is it's going to even just make what Lou said even seem more silly, okay? So this the thing. So what they said is the importance of foreplay, right? The importance of foreplay with the woman, right, is because it's to calm her mind. They say that foreplay calms her mind in order for her to be able to not be distracted and focus enough in what she's doing, with who she's doing it with, in order to be to the point to where she can be aroused, especially to have an orgasm or come. That's the study I learned as far as how the bitch needs her mind relaxed in order to come. That's what I'm focusing on. So whether they say, "Oh, are we talking about squares or prostitutes?" Lou didn't even say hoes, Egyptian. Something. But since we're talking about hoes, that's my point. What it takes for a bitch to get there, the
it
relaxing.
does
How comfortable are you with
The
this
hoe is the
trick?
it
bitch that's
doesn't
in the
That's
house
what I'm
with
always
you, though.
saying.
The hoe is
it
the bitch
doesn't
that's in
all
the house with you. The prostitute is the one with the trick. So what are you saying?
We're talking about your hoe.
What about it?
That's what we're talking
My
about.
hoe is gonna get off with me if I'm fucking on her. That's what I know.
Nah,
That's what
how
I
do you
know.
know?
I know
So
that.
your hoe gets off with
My
you.
hoe will
So
get off
your
with me.
hoe
Yes.
gets
If
off
I'm
with you,
fucking on my
and
hoe,
then
she's gonna get off. Yes, she's
and the
gonna get off.
and the prostitute gets
Hey,
off with
she
the
can
trick
get off with the trick too. That's on her if she wants to stimulate her mind that much to go and bust a nut.
because yours didn't do it for you.
Mind what?
So that's what I'm saying, y'all. Huh?
What'd you say?
Because your mind wasn't because being with you wasn't enough stimulation for her mind.
We're
So she had
saying
to get more from the
you're
trick.
asking if it's okay, whether I think it's okay or not for a bitch to bust a nut with a trick. I'm saying I don't even think about it. Is it okay?
No, I'm not. But
Is
see,
it
that's not
okay?
what I'm
No. Is
saying.
it
Listen, y'all
punishable?
missing the
No.
point. Listen, y'all wonder, look, y'all keep making it personal to the pimping, and to me, that's square for not y'all. Like y'all up here, up to my even in the comments, right? But y'all have to understand what I'm saying. It's not that we care. What I'm saying is show them what are you bringing up for? Is what are the dangers that could occur from the bitch allowing herself to do that with the trick, whether we care or not? Could that disrupt the program in any type of way? Is what I'm saying.
Why would it?
Could it make it better?
Why would it?
That's what I'm
But
getting
why
at. It's not
would it?
about do we care or
Why
not.
would it?
It's about okay. So like another example. Bitch, real good. Great day. Boom, boom. She getting money. Back to back. Money, money, boom. Now, why did it slow down all of a sudden? Why did the bitch fall asleep? Why is she tired? Did I find out she ended up leaving with the trick? Because she fell in love because she was making love, right? Whatever the case is, right? Those are some examples of why it could matter.
No, but if that happened, then it happened. Who cares? That's why we keep moving. We keep it moving. Not for
right.
next
Yeah,
bitch.
I was gonna
You
say
guys are some big old pimps.
I
It's
was
not
Y'all
big
just some
old
big
I was
pimping.
gonna
It's just
say
yeah, man.
information.
Y'all
I
just
was
some big
No,
old
I was
it
pimps.
ain't
gonna
got
say
nothing to do with
define
big old
matter
pimp.
because
That's
It
that's
just
vicious.
not.
doesn't
I
matter.
would say at that
All
point.
y'all care about is the money.
I
Y'all even
no.
well.
I would say at that point it doesn't matter because she made it not matter. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
not that point, but she might have made it that matter. Because, okay, sometimes do we have to tell hoes uh, uh, like we're talking before, Gibson, like how you like explain to them, like don't let them do you in this type of position. You see what I'm saying, or don't like those certain type of things. Because I might say, well, how come you don't want them to fuck doggy style? And then you might say, Egyptian, oh, because they're vulnerable, they can't see. But then I could say, or is that because your favorite position, you like to fuck the bitch in, so you don't want her to do it, right? That's what I'm saying. So who could say, oh, well, you're saying it's for safety? And I could say, well, that's just because that's your position, right?
Well,
So that's what I'm
that
saying.
would
It's
be the
What's the
square
topic? I kind of
mindset.
came in a little late.
That would
well,
be
I'm okay. K Divine, what's up? Okay, now let's the thing. What the thing is this? When it comes to the whole dealing with a trick, okay, in the sense of the we don't. I don't care what she do and all that fuck for all that. That's not the thing.
I care what my
When it comes to a
go
hoe
ahead.
dealing with a trick, if she busts a nut with a trick, is that something that we don't care about? Is that something that we, as far as etiquette, you know what I'm saying? Is that like don't matter either way? Does it not, probably wouldn't be the best thing, but pimping don't care. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
Or
check
like
this
that's the
out.
thing when it
You
comes.
got y'all got niggas got to stop being realistic with themselves. if you motherfucking had the ugliest bitch you ever seen, right? Suck your dick long enough, she gonna make you nuts. If you think these women are not out here and occasionally nuts with tricks and all that, like they getting fucked. It happens. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I mean, this comes with the territory. I mean, they're not developing an emotional connection. It's just, you know what I mean? Their body was stroked in a certain type of way, and it made them fucking climax. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean they derived any type of pleasure from it. Like I said, go get the ugliest bitch you can fucking find. Fat, no teeth, whatever. Let her motherfucking stick your dick in her mouth and suck it long enough. No matter how much you close your eyes and swing, look to the left, look to the right, you'll bust a nut. You know what I mean?
Have you
Certain
ever
things are
had a
just
bitch
gonna
suck your
happen.
dick? That. Have you ever had a bitch suck your dick and you didn't bust a nut? K-Divine?
Me?
I
All the
mean, it's
time.
better to
But
say
I
that if you
mean,
fucking on the bitch long enough, yeah, you're gonna bust a
yeah,
nut.
if you fucking on it, yeah, put it like
'Cause
that.
I
If you
sure as
fucking
hell
on the
don't get
bitch,
off on no head.
you know what I mean? If you fucking on the bitch long enough, I was just saying stimulation from the other part. We ain't gotta do you know what I mean? Be going back and forth on that. Like it don't matter what the bitch do. If she do it long enough to you, you gonna bust a nut. Same thing with the bitch. She ain't always getting fucked on a date. They be sucking a lot of dick too. You feel what I'm saying? But yes, when they motherfucking just for a man, you can ejaculate either way. Is what I'm saying. I mean, a bitch jack you the fuck off, you're nut. You know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker do it long enough, it'll fucking happen. It'll be kind of crazy or insane for you to believe that these women is out here performing these acts with men and never nut. Come on, bro.
Now, we're not
And if a
saying
bitch
that it
tells you
doesn't
that,
happen
she's a
at
liar.
all. Hey, K Devon, before you got on here, I literally said the damn near the exact same shit. We're not saying that it don't never happen, but let's not act like it's never happened. You know what I'm saying? It's not even something that I feel like that. It's not even something that I would think
Man,
he
bitches probably
concerns
come two,
himself
three
with.
times a day. I'm gonna keep it 100. The bitch probably comes 2, 3 times a day. It's not like just because she gained, she was an emotional experience. It was just physical, physicality,
It's a
certain things.
exactly. It's a
It's a
physical
physical response.
reaction.
It's a physical
It's a
response.
It's a physical exact. I literally said thank you, thank you. I literally
You
said the
know,
same
that's
shit before you got
the
on here.
response. And anybody in this business were expecting their female to go outside, and that don't happen. All right, take your weird ass somewhere and do something else. You know, UPS is hiring, weirdo. You know what I mean? This is
For
reality.
real.
I mean, like, it's certain things that you just have to accept with the lifestyle. It's going to happen. If you think you're the only one making this bitch nuts, now you might be the only one that, you know what I mean, it's more like she getting her feelings after she. But that's because you her people. You know what I mean?
Right. Because like I said, it might happen, going to happen. What I'm saying, like I said, once again, is that something? Okay, like how we tell the bitch, no GFE, don't make sure you do no bareback, or no drugs, or like if a bitch does drugs, is that disqualify her from being a hoe in a sense, right? Not necessarily, but goddamn, it's not the best thing to do, right? So that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying as far as the busting the nut part, the not like the body, reacts nerve shit. I'm saying willfully, consciously. Oh, I can't wait to see this chick. This is my favorite one. That type. You know what I'm saying? Like, are we?
Oh well, that's something
Are
different.
we?
That's a nigga dealing with
That's what
a
I'm
split
saying.
bitch. Cause
Well,
I don't know no bitch
or
that
bitch,
got a favorite trick unless his money is her
or
favorite.
we don't know what the bitch thinking. Just whether she bust a nut consciously. That's the point. Not the okay. Well, she rubbed the dick along the pussy enough. She might end up coming anyway.
Well, no, well, see,
Consciously
if she
turned on.
consciously turned on, that's something different. And
That's
then
what I'm
you
saying.
got a
That's what it's
different
all
type of
about.
bitch there, and maybe you don't want that bitch. Cause like
Facts.
I don't even want to be
That's what
getting
I'm talking
paid by a
about.
bitch like that. Like that's just weird. Like she's a weird bitch to me. Like that's a bitch that at any minute could just, let the captain save the house. Like being, getting emotional with the trick is kind of an option for that bitch. Bitches like that is, ugh, I don't want that type of bitch.
Okay, this is what I'm
That's a
saying
bitch
because
that
this
go
actually
kiss
would
a
have more
trick in the
worked.
mouth.
If you found out, because I think it was even more started like this, K Divine. If you found out, whether you ran across or looked at the bitch phone so real quick, if you found out that she busted a nut with a trick, would you say something? That's what I'm saying. If you
But
found
how
out,
would I find out?
if
Like,
no,
what
I'm
type
just
of
okay
investigation would I like?
okay, now that's what I'm saying, and that's what we talked about earlier. Have for any reason ever in your life, you ever looked at the bitch phone ever for any reason, even to see what time, anything. Have
Have
you ever
I
looked at your
ever
bitch's phone
looked through
ever?
a bitch's phone?
Not through, at.
At? I look at my bitch's phone all the time. I be doing shit in my bitch's phone.
Okay, cool.
I don't. Me and
Have
my
you
bitches have. I don't.
have you ever seen a text message from anybody other than you in your bitch's phone?
Oh,
Ever.
I don't start
In
going
20
through.
something years?
Yeah, I don't start going through bitches text messages. If I'm doing that with a
No,
bitch,
I
I
said,
don't
have
want
you
to do that.
ever seen a text message? Have you ever seen a text message in the time that you were in the game, the decades you've been spending in the game? Have you ever seen one text message in your bitch's
Of
phone?
course, I
Ever.
mean, but I'm not sitting
That
there
wasn't from
reading,
you.
trying to see what's going on. Of course, you're gonna see a
Okay, so
text
you say
message
of
in the
course.
bitch's phone.
So you say of course. Have you ever in any decades of the time that you were in the game knowledge, have you ever read a text message ever in any of your bitches' phones that weren't from you?
I mean, of course, I didn't read the text. If it's on
Okay,
the
now,
screen or
so
something, I
if
grab the
any of
phone.
those text messages, right? If one said, "Hey, I love the way you squirted in my face, baby," and all that cream ran down my right. Okay, now with that, or you know what I'm saying? Would you? And he even showed the picture of your bitch cream, all right. He even sent the picture, right? Whatever. That would be an example or a way you can find out. So if you say, "Ah, what are we
Yeah,
doing to
but
find out?" That's my
any
point. That's an
bitch
example,
like
okay?
doing shit like that with a trick, I just kind of don't want. That's
Right.
just
So
weird to me. Like like,
okay,
like
y'all
how do
say
you
you don't
cream
want
in
it.
bitches
Okay,
in
I
a
see.
trick face? What you let them eat your pussy? Yeah, you
Hey,
weird
Let me
ass
hit the
hey,
bitch.
button. Right, right.
Knowledge, you might have to turn your Bluetooth off. It's echoing.
Hold on, I'm gonna go down and come back because my car shit was fucking it up too. I'm gonna go down and come back.
Right. Because like I say, I see comments, like I say, the importance of this, right? For people who want to say, oh, this conversation sound a certain way or this conversation sound something else, right? Because what it boils down to is, right, are there any, could that um, cause any issues within the program because the bitches out here doing, you know what I'm saying? Could that this? Because to me, the things that sound square are being stuck inside the box, not caring about certain shit, not understanding how shit could, damn, oh, it was because of that is why the bitch is tired, or it could be because of that why chop is short, or it could be because of that why this. That's what it's about, is what can come from it. People want to be, oh, as long as I get the money, that's all that matters type shit. But then you might get something else to come with it because you thought the bitch busting up with the trick was square. Go ahead. Busting out with the trick, but she's not doing any bareback. But does that sound square too? I mean, shit. The bitch busting out with the trick for sure. I'm thinking she might be doing some bareback. So does that sound square? You know what I'm saying?
But you saying
Go
busting
ahead.
up with the trick
No,
like
I'm talking about people in the comments. Go ahead.
you could. I mean, a bitch doesn't have to be like emotional to bust a nut. Just like a man don't gotta be emotional to bust a nut. Like physical, busting a
Not
nut comes from
emotional, but her mind has to be a certain amount of relaxed. Like there's a certain type of comfortability she has to be. You know
man,
what I'm
you
saying?
fuck that pussy long enough, whether her mind comfortable or not, that bitch will come. I mean, I'm just being 100. Like, we gotta just be honest. Don't think that every time a bitch came, it was because she was relaxed and really into it and feeling, especially in this game. That's like thinking that these bitches go out here and all the tricks they fuck got little dick. Nah, sometimes your bitch is getting her back blown out by a big long dick, probably bigger than yours, gutting this bitch. Yeah, yeah. Come to the reality of shit. It's real reality. But she still come home and check it in with you. That's the key to me. So you know, if she got Bronco Billy, then she bust a nut or two. Man, it happens.
I mean, it's like I say, it's all we just say, perspective. Like I say, that's the thing, y'all. Like I say, I'll pose the question, you know what I mean? And like that's the thing, I just my thing is, what are the pros or cons, or are there any? You know what I'm saying? A bitch might feel like shit. Damn, the pimpin' don't even care about busting out with the trick either. I thought, oh, fuck it there, right? It's all nobody gives a fuck, right?
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
you gotta make
does it
sure your
matter?
bitch is
Like,
busting a nut with it.
I mean, but you gotta
I think
also,
that's not going on.
also think like
Think that's not going on.
this is not
Okay,
even
it
something
could
that
be.
really
Y'all
comes
missing.
up in niggas programs because, like a nigga like me, I'm not even concerned about like whether she.
Okay, now here we go, Egyptian. Now you give me no other choice but to have to say this, okay? Which is this: we were just discussing the bitch that you had to fire. You were dealing with a bitch that you didn't know. You know, you say I completely right. She was lying to me about everything,
Oh, well, that's
right?
the worst
Right.
type of bitch ever.
Okay, but so now you just fired a bitch that you found was lying to you about everything, but then you say her busting
Hey,
a
I'm
nut
gonna
is
go
not your
all the way out
concern.
and come back because this shit
You see
getting
what I'm
too
saying?
much.
Maybe certain things that weren't our concern were things we were overlooking to where now we ended up finding out we've been dealing with a lying bitch the whole
I
time.
just don't find myself even the thought even coming across when this bitch come in off of work as to whether or not she busted a nut while she was at work.
But you keep saying the thought, bro. See, y'all gotta stop doing that. I said it's not you thinking about it. It's if you found out. If the bitch was saying talking on the phone and yeah, I love busting right into. However, it's not that you were seeking it out. That's what I'm saying. Stop. Y'all keep saying like I'm thinking about it. No, if it came across to you, your desk, would you pay attention or would you let it slide? Would you mention anything, or is that just like another a version of her saying, "Daddy, somebody was popping at me on the track today"? That's what I'm saying. Would you mention something or not? I'm not saying you thinking. I'm not saying you investigating. I'm not saying you checking her panties. I'm not saying you asking her.
If I came across some shit like how you said, like or all that super graphic shit, clearly the bitch, it's not about, for me, it's not about whether she got a nut off. You're clearly doing stuff that you're not supposed to be doing. What is the
Shit
trick
that way.
face doing down there? You know what I'm saying? You doing all types of GFE shit with the trick. That's what I'm looking at. Not whether you got a nut or not.
Maybe
Everybody
because you
should think
found out
about
she
the
got the
same
nut
thing,
is what led you to find out she was doing GFE, bro. Maybe because she found out she got a nut is what led you to find out she was having
Hold
unprotected
on, they said
sex.
I'm echoing. I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Nah, everybody is. I'm echoing and you're echoing. I don't know what's going on. And I went
Hold
all the
on,
way
I'm gonna
out.
mute
You
my
came
shit
back
and see
in.
if it stops.
Gorilla
I
Pimp.
exit the
Gorilla
exit.
Pimp. My like when I be asking questions certain things, right? This is the thing. This specific thing, I'm asking with the intent of this. So, what is your what are you trying to get
Hey,
at?
K
So,
Devon,
okay,
mute
is
your
this
shit.
is this this what I'm trying to get at, y'all? And I'm not agreeing either way. That's what y'all got to understand. I'm not saying one or the other. So I'm learning myself. Y'all might help me get a different perspective. I'm just saying this. Is it a concern? Now, when you say, well, why would it be? This is the why. Because from a bitch busting nuts with the trick, could that hinder the program in any way? Now, that right there doesn't seem too square to me to ask. That doesn't seem square. That should seem like anything that can put a wrench in the program should be considered, I feel. So what I'm saying is the whole busting a nut with the trick, is that anything that can hinder a program? That's what I'm asking.
I mean,
Not that we give a fuck or not that we're looking, none of that. Just could it hinder the program if a bitch is with the trick willfully busting nuts? Could it hinder the program in any way? It could make it better. Bitch might every time she busting nuts in. That's why the bitch was having big traps, because she bust nuts all day, see? But I'm asking, could it hinder in any way? I'm not saying,
there's a
go ahead.
possibility. Hold on, my shit echoing. I'm gonna go out and come back in.
See, because the thing is this, y'all, right? Like I say, when it comes to the pimping perspectives and all that, that's the thing. But what if it doesn't hinder? You see what I'm saying? What if this bitch busting nut with the trick Makes her job better. You see what I'm saying? Fuck it, right? Or is that like, oh, well, no, that's too, that's compromising? Because I wouldn't by any means say, well, if it makes her better for her to do GFE, then do GFE. I'm not saying that. But what? If everything's protected, everything, and hey, she has a little fun, gets a little, hey, she gets paid for her net, and that's what, keeps her going. Hey, is that good to at least be able to identify it to use for motivation? Hey, baby, go on and make sure you bust the biggest nut today you can, right? Right? Sound like pimping? Bust. Bitch, you better bust 20 nuts and bring back 20 stacks, right? I'm just saying. I'm not saying either way because everything could go either way. I'm just saying that there's certain things that we overlook that cause issues or that could be the problem or this or that or, anything, right? And sometimes it's like the littlest things we overlook. Sometimes we question. We wonder why, the trick, quote unquote, knocked you for the bitch, for example. We wonder, we don't know why, the bitch is even, acting a certain way or being whatever the fuck the case is, right? So sometimes it just be shit like this, let me see. A lot of these bitches was, sluts before they turned into hoes. Now here's the game right here. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Now here go the game right here. Here go the game right here. Is this right here? Some hoes were sluts before, right? Now watch this. Watch this. If the bitch is a slut, right? And she busts her nuts and she's enjoying the sexual activity, okay? In a sense, she'll look at that like a form of payment. She might not be as encouraged to upsell because she wants the nut. She doesn't care whether she gets more or not. Why? Because, hey, fuck all the money. I want to get my nut on today. That's what I'm saying. There's different ways that could hinder shit. I don't care if she busting nut. Okay, well, that's cool. You didn't care. She might not like the trick, but she was getting value in the nut and not the money. Are you letting the bitch get any other type of value? Are you letting the bitch see any type of value, receive any type of value from dealing with a trick other than the money? Are you letting the bitch actually think that there's something else that can make her feel good or anything with dealing with a fucking trick other than the money? We don't care about that. We don't care. Does it matter? Hello? Everybody quiet?
My shit still echoing.
Okay, let
My
me know
shit
something.
still
You know what I'm
echoing.
saying? And that's my thing. Value. She might get value in that. That's why your money's low. That's all I'm saying. Like I say, the study, right? The woman has to have her mind relaxed in order to get her to the point to have the orgasm. And that's what I'm saying about busting. I'm saying the orgasm. I'm not saying, oh, some cream came out of the pan. Right? Remember I said that foreplay, that relaxed the bitch mind and all that and all, right? So now it's this, the comfortability. How comfortable is the bitch being around the trick in order to even bust a nut? That's why I don't want to just write it off to like, oh, like, just the body's like natural functions type stuff, because then now we're taking away the, she didn't really like him for real. You know what I'm saying? That type vibe. Oh, she did like him for real, right? Are we lying to ourselves type shit, right? So now it's how comfortable are you even with the trick? How comfortable is the bitch even being with the trick in order to be able to do that? To me, that's danger. That's a sign that you're relaxing your mind enough to even do with the trick, while you're right at the moment of your ecstasy, bitch. And the trick is seeing that. Is that when he grabs you by your neck, bitch? Is that the one moment of vulnerability where you at that he takes to fucking make his move, bitch? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because excuse me, bitch, as a pimp, I just wanted to try to give you all the preventative measures I can, but help you. I know you've been home for 10, 11, 12, 15, whatever fuck many years, bitch. But did you ever consider this? That's all I'm saying, y'all. It ain't about trying to say, oh yeah, I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about that. That sounds fair. Why are you worried about what she do with the trick? Why would a pimp say that? What she need pimping for if you don't care what she do with a trick? And then that makes me say then, what do you think a trick just is? The one that she fucking right open her legs with, right? But I'm not gonna go there because we're talking about busting that with a trick. So, but that's the point, y'all. So these are the reasons beyond the slick talk and beyond the popping of the collar and beyond the hey man, say man, right? Why it would matter. These are the reasons. What if in order for her to bust a nut, right, she had to do it bareback? Maybe because, you were pimping so much and every time you fucked your bitch, you wore a condom. Hell yeah, I'll pimp it. Right. But she really got her nut because she needed bareback sex, and that's what she was getting from the trick.
My bad, I wrote the phone, my jeweler.
So this is what I'm getting at, y'all. So these are the reasons, y'all. We got to get past the slick talk. We got to get past the shit that we think. We got to understand really what our job is. Not who we work for, but what our job is when it comes to the pimping. What the requirement is. What it is. Those type of things. So the point is this. These are some dangers that could occur. That's all I'm saying. Let's be aware. Now, they might not. Okay, great. But to just dismiss it or say, why even give a fuck about it, then to me, I think that's conversation. Okay, I'm done, okay? Go ahead, Devon, go ahead. Okay, I'll talk, right? So, that's the thing, y'all, right? So, that's why I feel like it was a good topic, because you know what I'm saying, y'all wasn't live in the VIP, and we were just talking about that shit, right, y'all? So, that's what I'm on, right? So, let's see, conversations ain't nothing worse than a bitch that think men don't know anything about that comes with it. And while we're having these combos and stuff, at the end of the day, peace want to see peace win. Most of these niggas only care about the money. Right. So that's it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, monetize on YouTube, all that. Start taking the lives over there. I want to say that because we're on the main page now, right? These medallions, these badges, and all that shit y'all be seeing with these logos. Much love to everyone who got them and support, right? It doesn't mean, okay, who's pimping and who's not. It don't mean who's a hoe or who's not. It don't mean fan of perspective. It don't mean none of that shit. For one thing, they're nice, right? What it is it's just more so of support. It's more so of, anybody who's been, following the page or anything could probably get a good sense of, Strofe seems, pretty sincere with the shit that he's talking, right? So it's just that type of thing, right? But the bigger thing is going to YouTube, see? We are there, monetize now, all that. Appreciate everyone. But now what that does is, so everyone with them, now we go to YouTube, monetize, we'll go on StreamYard, pull up 10 people up to a time, right? Everybody badge up, boom. Now that's something YouTube ain't seen, but then even still, now everyone's kind of like their own. It's like stock in a sense, right? So now being familiar on YouTube with certain things, badges that are being identified with things already monetized now, start your own shit. You see what I'm saying? Whoever don't have, you can, because all I did with my shit with minimum effort with this, right, is just upload the videos. I wasn't editing. I wasn't putting this, just upload it, and it just did what it did, right? So that's another thing. So, start, recording your live. Y'all start going live and this, boom, boom, upload them, right? Bash, boom, perspective. So it all ties together, right? So that's the vibe of that, y'all. I say when I get to 100, we get to people, got 100 of them. I'm thinking, like I say, probably just kick everybody out the VIP. You know what I'm saying? Kick everybody out. You know what I'm saying? And leave everyone who has them, right? Because why is it VIP if everybody could just be in there, right? It's not just a backup page by any means. Everybody who's in the VIP will let you know that it's just a different energy. I can't explain it. You know what I'm saying? It's just different shit that go on, right? Sometimes different conversations. Sometimes, like when they say, God wants you by himself in order for you to, for him to talk to you, right? in a sense, sometimes when it's less, right, it's more effective because the game is able to be brought. Sometimes people don't even want to be a, like give certain game or even be around or come up when it's like more people or certain people they might not know or all that type of shit, right? So that's the thing, y'all. So that's what it's looking like. It's looking like what I'm saying, pretty soon, everybody might get kicked out the VIP. I'm not sure, but I think that's what it's going to. And then, to get in and certain requirements. But everybody who does have a badge and all that or, medallion must let everybody know the same requirements. But after 100, for everybody else, them things are going to change. But the good thing is, it's bringing everybody to YouTube. Huh?
What's going on?
What'd you say, bro?
I missed something.
No, everything's good. You're right. We need to be. No, what I'm saying is after we get to 100, requirements will change. Whoever want one of these things, and I'm thinking about kicking everybody out the VIP. You see what I'm saying? And then everybody with the things, we all go to the YouTube and we all, that type of thing. That's all I'm saying.
Once we get to 100, we all just run over to the YouTube?
No, I'm thinking once we get to 100, I'm kicking everybody out the VIP who don't have one, right? That's the thing. But I'm saying the benefit.
Who don't have a badge?
Right. But the benefit of having it, right, is because going to the YouTube, then in a sense it's like buying stock because your medallion sense, because monetize, all that good shit.
I thought you were talking that don't apply to me.
Hell no.
About custom medallion
right.
Done from the master himself, so.
For sure, and like that's right, and this was all on love. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had the same requirements. Everybody else might have to, for sure you're getting charged, right? All that. Because, and what it is, y'all, is this. I don't be putting cash after it because I'm not about to say the game going, like I say, a lot of people, especially are speaking on their blood, sweat, and tears and what we done been through this shit. So just to like cast it on people who's looking at it like entertainment or not taken seriously or whatever, then it becomes like a disrespect in a sense, So now that we're at a situation where everything, can be, we could get paid from it or everything will be, making sense. Then now let the shows begin, right? So really, go ahead, Kendra.
Nah, you're right.
Okay, yeah. So that's the vibe, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to just say that part of it. That's the vibe. And with it being used, not misused. Everybody use me, right? But if you're gonna use it, that would be, the best way because the familiarity, right, being established. And I'm saying all I did was upload shit. So same thing with charge, and let it do what it do. Anything could happen. But I'm just saying, that's the plan. That's the plan.
Okay.
So. Okay. Yeah. So so we there. So on the way to YouTube now. I want to go there. So we go later. So what you doing, Divine? I hear you running around.
I'm just running around my park. AKA he running around taking care of shit. He about to be in that new Boosie movie. We got a single coming out. Regular shit. Man.
So,
my nigga DBD Wayne.
What up, DBD Wayne?
But
I believe.
He got a couple of singles out right now. Me and him got a single out right now. Another single coming out. Trap Talk. I'm working. I'm always working.
Definitely. I believe that God wouldn't, God's not in the business of teasing us. You know what I'm saying? God ain't gonna bring us to certain places or even give us the vision of something if we didn't have what it takes to carry it through. I don't believe that, God will have us in certain fields or whatever the hell we're doing that we want to do if it wasn't meant to be. You know what I mean? So even though it might not happen when we want it or with all that type of stuff, it'll come when it's ready.
Everything that you go through getting to where you're trying to get to prepares you for what it's gonna be like when you get there. That's what people don't understand. It's the shit that I went through coming up, from my environment to the people around me to everything shaped who Big Knowledge is.
And I tell people I'm a combination of 100 pimps and 100 gangsters because that's what it really took for me to be where I'm at. Like, for years I was running around with a lot of gangsters, doing a lot of gangster shit. And then when I got into the game, I got, I would always be around the wealth of knowledge in the game, as I can say. Like, I wasn't hanging around with goofy niggas that couldn't get them together. Like, I was going to try to cut into some game when I first got into the game. That was like a thing for me. You know, like I got into the game and really learned some things. Got schooled and laced. And from years of doing that and going everywhere, I done been laced with gang that motherfucking here all up out of countries. And, it was a blessing. So, but that's what got me to where I'm at, and to the stage in life that I'm in. So I feel as though anybody that's on a journey, whether the journey is all good or all bad, it's getting to your destination. And if you get to your destination, I don't think nobody completed a journey that got them somewhere where they actually made something happen for themselves. I don't think nobody's ever completed that without some type of tribulation. Frederick Douglass said in his Frederick Douglass announcement, if there is no struggle, there is no progress. You feel what I'm saying? You got to go through it to get to it.
And like you say, you got to go through it to get to it. See, and that's the thing. The first time any type of obstacle or any type of little tiny, small little pebble, and you guys fucking a fantasy, a life smooth, fresh paved roads of fucking living, then y'all fucking panic. People don't want to go through nothing. Knowledge. That's the thing, and that's what
the
it is.
The hardest substance in the world is a diamond. And you know how it became the hardest substance in the world? Because it bared the weight of the earth. It started, diamonds started out as coal, and coal started out as tree matter and plant matter, but every year things get forced down into the earth's atmosphere, and you got the 3 different levels, and then when you get really deep down in there, you start to see diamonds. This was put under the weight of the world and compressed. That's what made it the hardest substance. So, I mean, like, you got to get put to some type of pressure, and how much pressure you're able to take is going to determine what type of individual you are. If you fold quick, well, be expected to reap the rewards of somebody that folds quick. But you learn how to take a punch, slip a punch, and give a punch. You'll be more cut for battle, and you'll get further in life. Nothing worth having you will get without a fight. Everything I got, I fought for. That's why it's hard to take something from me. It's real hard to take something from me. Like, even when they tried to take my freedom, I fought them with every tooth nail. I gave up $75,000 to get the best outcome I could. But, they were talking about taking my freedom. You can't take nothing from me without a fight, because I went through a lot to get everything that I got. Everything. But that's what makes it sweet.
But let me ask you this. Was it worth? Well, damn, so you want to say worth? Yeah. Was it worth? With you here right now, here and today, right? Would you say it was worth you getting your freedom taken for a decade in order to see that they couldn't take your attention from you? That is who you are? That through it all, was it worth the time that you did in order to be the man who you are today? Would you do it again?
I wouldn't change nothing.
Oh, that's what I'm
Even getting shot and put in the wheelchair, I wouldn't change nothing. It made me look at people different. You feel what I'm saying? Like, going to prison, everybody, I met some lifelong homies. Like, these are my brothers for life. Because we sat together, we ate together. I learned some valuable lessons that I only could have learned in prison. I learned what was really important sitting in prison. I was still getting money in jail. But I couldn't see my kids. I had a daughter out there. So there was a lot of things. I needed that to happen to me so I could place value on the things that are valuable. And that's probably why money I really don't give a fuck about it. It just happens. And I tell people money's the easiest fucking thing to get. You know what I mean? But get your time back. You'll be better off owing me some money than wasting my time. I take that shit very personal. There's a little nigga in Brooklyn right now named Lowlife that whenever I see him, I'm beating his fucking ass. Because he wasted 3 days out of my motherfucking life and he didn't do what he said he was gonna do, and I took it personal. And I took it personal because he was laughing like it was cool. And I'm looking at this little bitch ass nigga like, nigga, I just did 8 years. Like, I just like gave up an ass load of my life. I don't have not even one day to waste with your bitch ass in this bullshit. You know, but prison taught me what was valuable. Getting shot and paralyzed when I was 19 and losing my legs for a year and some change taught me a lot. Taught me to be grateful about, you take a lot for granted just being able to get up and walk to the bathroom and wash your ass. You know how hard it is to wash your ass when you're in a chair? You know what I mean? Like, shit is different. You know how I feel to look at your legs and will them to move and they don't move? There was a lot of things that was given to me and taken from me and given back to me throughout my life that, I wouldn't change none of it. It made me who I am, you know? It shaped the individual. Well, I'm comfortable with myself. Anybody that don't rate themselves as a 10, when they wake up in the morning, there's something wrong with you. I don't care if you're a little bit fat, you know what I mean? Got buck teeth, whatever, man. I love them buck teeth, love that little bit of fat. That's just shit, my nigga. Make something happen with it. Biggie did. Black and ugly as ever. However, fuck it. Feel me? I
No, definitely.
I don't think people should be so hard on. That's why the world is all fucked up. Because you got weirdos that created some pool table that only certain type of people who look a certain type of way and who act a certain type of way can sit at. Fuck you and the niggas that sit at your motherfucking table is how I look at it. I go start my own fucking table. And if I got to sit at that table every day by myself, I feel comfortable sitting at that day every day by myself because I'll be sitting with my true self. Never compromise anything about your true self to appease anybody. So everything I've done or I've been through, I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel bad about the shit I did to people or the shit that was done to me. If I did something to you, you deserved it. You might not have felt as though you deserved it, but I don't give a fuck how you feel. I felt as though you deserved it. And I got to be the best judge of the actions that affect my life. Just like, and that's something I learned in prison. I seen a nigga get stabbed over cookies. And I thought it was some bullshit. I'm like, did this nigga just stab this nigga up over some cookies? And what I didn't understand was it wasn't the cookies, it was the violation. You owe this man some money, and when you got your bag, instead of coming to pay this man his money, you went and did everything else. And he looked at you twice and said, yo, what's up? And he only owed him $10 worth of cookies, but the old boy was a lifer. And $10 to a lifer that done lost touch with his family and all that is a different $10. So in his mind, he felt that it was worth stabbing the shit. He stabbed him till his testicles fell out. Like, I don't know if you ever seen somebody's testicles fall out, but that shit is disgusting. To me, wasn't worth it. But I can't tell that man how to feel because I didn't have a life sentence. I'm not dealing with his reality. So who am I to tell him how to feel? Who am I to tell him that you went too far? So deal with people how they deal with it.
Yeah, that's true. And like further, you can still give me word about. See, what y'all don't understand is, especially when it comes to something like K Divine saying, that's something for sure that unless you in that situation yourself or experience, you don't even want to attempt to try to, because it becomes more of an insult because you don't know how the fuck you would feel if you had life. You know what I'm saying? And that's why some people don't even get the importance of that part. Like,
my little cousin doing 42 years right now. And there's some shit that he doing that I agree with, some shit that he doing that I don't agree with. But I can't tell that man how to do 49 years old. Fuck, I look like telling this little nigga how to do 42 years. I don't know how to do 42 years. I know how to do the 8 I did. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to do 42. I don't even know how to deal with the mentality of knowing that, I could spend the next 42 years of my life behind concrete and steel. Like, not, when I went down to prison, I knew my latest release date and my earliest release date. And I was comfortable with both of those. You feel me? I was comfortable with both of those. funny shit is my latest release date would have been this year coming up. No, this year, 22. It would have been this year. Like December would have been the latest they could have kept me in prison. But they got me for 7 years and 10 months. You know? That's what they got out of my ass.
Definitely.
You know, it was what it was. I was comfortable with that, but I don't know what I would have mentally, like how I would have felt if that motherfucker would have said 42. I don't know. I've been stabbed a couple people. As soon as I hit the yard, I don't know. You can't fathom that unless you go through it. That's like getting shot. Motherfucker could explain to you, it's like this, and you feel heat in your body. I didn't feel no heat. I didn't feel none of that. I got shot 3 times with a 44. You know what I mean? Like, I don't remember feeling none of that shit. Shit was moving real fast, and shit got crazy real fast, and I woke up in the hospital. All these memories that people be telling me, no, I didn't go through none of that shit. I remember the fight beforehand. And I remember when I first got hit, trying to get up out of there, and then I don't remember shit else. You know, couldn't nobody tell me how that felt to feel that shit hit you. And I would have never understood till I went through it. Because plenty of people I knew had been shot and told me, you know, how it is. But man, none of that shit they told me prepared me for getting shot.
Now let me ask you this. Now this what understanding comes in, y'all, is this. Okay, now let me ask you this. Now, after being, going through that situation with getting shot, okay, now, would you say, now either way, right, would you say that would make you more compassionate, not to shoot somebody else, or could it make you not give a fuck less to shoot somebody else?
Oh, nah.
You've been through, you know what I'm saying?
Shooting me at 19 years old fucked it up for a lot of people. I'm going to be honest with you. That fucked it up for a lot of people. I told my mother when they were sending me through that CAT scan shit before I passed out, and she always reminds me of that shit. I said, you'll never go through this again. Before somebody makes my mother cry like that again, I'll kill them and their whole family. Don't threaten me. Don't play with me. You know what I mean? That's why I don't play with people. That's why I'm zero tolerance with that shit. You know what I mean? If I even think you about to try to do something to my mother's son, I'll end your motherfucking life in front of the police. And a lot of people say that shit to sound cute. Motherfuckers that know me know knowledge ain't playing with you. G-check me in my city. Everybody in New York can say that nigga's not playing with you. But at the same token, I go out of my way not to have problems with people. Because I know how far I take. So I treat everybody being respectful and showing love. And, like if you're a real thing and you come around and see some real nigga shit about you, man, you can't get from me. You know what I mean?
And that's him and that's the wisdom, right? And understanding. See, and that's the thing, y'all. So, they say y'all hear shit, I don't respect who gets shot, I respect the shooter and all that type of shit. Okay. You're gonna respect in a minute, right?
I mean, but cats that say that, the dynamic of the whole shoot, okay. The nigga that shot me, I had just beat his ass a couple days before that. You know what I mean? You don't respect who gets shot. You respect us. So you respect the bitch ass nigga that can't take an ass whooping. You understand what I'm saying? Not all situations is the nigga doing some shit the right way. You understand what I'm saying? Just because a nigga beat my ass, I'm not gonna go try to shoot him. You know why? That ain't gonna make no better fighter. Somebody else skill set to still whip my ass. See, I'm from that old school. You whip my ass, you gonna have to get used to whipping my ass. Because every time I see you, we gonna have to run this back. Until I feel comfortable with the outcome. Because me shooting you ain't gonna make me know how to fight no better.
There we go.
You see what I'm saying? I just be taking ass and killing people for no reason. I respect the shooter. That's the scared nigga. The first one to shoot.
There you go. And but I also was saying in the sense of this, right? Like sometimes people could go through a situation that another person might look at like bad or something like. But now you going through that situation actually made me, more of a monster, or made me worse, or made it to where like y'all better wish I didn't go through this shit. You know, sometimes it's like the experience that someone's been through, you know, will let you know if they mean business or not. So I guess what I'm trying to do is bring attention to the importance of experience. You know what I mean? That type of thing. Um, yeah.
You know, back in the day, I used to respect the nigga that held his head high and just took his time like a G and went to prison. You know who I respect now? The smart motherfucker that put his money into the right situation that either kept him from going to prison or when them situations arise, he was fully prepared for it. The lawyer was paid. So he didn't have to go sit up. And this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? That's the nigga I grew to respect. The nigga that understands that if I'm gonna be in the streets, every day I'm out here, I gotta plan for jail. And that was something I learned watching young niggas when I was in jail. They used to be like, man, I wasn't even ready for this. Now I got to get out like this. You sold crack. If you sell crack for a living, pay a lawyer every day. You should absolutely be ready for jail. You are the definition of a nigga that should be prepared for jail. You know who should not be prepared for jail? The postman. A teacher. The bus driver. Okay.